Hello, everybody. Welcome back to A Win is a Win, the podcast where we don't dispute a win, the number one fact in sports history. I think we can all agree with that. I am H Double here with Sam Cookie and Maddie B, my co-host per usual.
Howdy.
Howdy. But yeah, we are excited for this episode 18. I remember because the last one was 17. We weren't sure about it, but this one I know is 18. And we have a fun episode planned because tonight is, as of, we're recording this on Thursday, a couple hours before the NBA draft. When you listen to this tomorrow, it'll be Friday, so you would have already known what would happen. But as we are recording right now, the draft is happening in a couple hours. And so we're going to give our thoughts on Wemby, the number one overall pick, or is going to be number one overall pick, generational talent. We're going to give our opinions on him, how we think he'll do in San Antonio, because obviously they have the number one pick. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about what Charlotte should do at number two, because there's a lot of different opinions between Scoot Henderson and Brandon Miller. But we're going to debate on what they should do at number two. And then we're going to also, after that, we're going to turn our GM caps. We're going to put those on because we're going to have our own little draft, which I'll explain once we get to there. But yeah, does anyone have anything they want to say?
No thoughts.
No thoughts.
I'm excited for this episode, though. I'm ready to put some takes down on the table.
It's going to be our first draft as a win is a win as the show, and who doesn't love drafts? So we're super excited about it. Real quick though, as well, Sam, I wanted to ask you, where have you put up your picture yet that you got on Monday?
My picture.
Yeah, your canvas.
Oh yeah. Real quick.
Yeah. Show Matt real quick.
I totally forgot. Yeah, it's really cool. It's not actually in the shot. Sorry, Charles. I know you wanted it to be.
It's okay.
Show it to you real quick.
Yeah, we found this, or Sam found this at Red Racks.
Yeah, I was in like the sports store, right?
Yeah, it's just like a thrift store.
Yeah. So Charles and I went to a little thrift store on Monday, and we were checking things out. And look what paintings that they had.
Oh yeah,
canvas of Adam Wainwright and Molina.
Oh yeah, Molina.
$8 was a steal.
Yeah,
best batteries in the league, I think.
I can't believe he found that. To be honest, he just kind of brought it like out of the rocks, just a pot of gold out of the rocks.
Yeah, I mean they're a pretty good battery. I mean, they got the job done. Won a couple World Series together. So
they did. They got the job done, I believe, 312 times. I think that's the second most ever. So pretty impressive.
True.
That's a little disgraceful to see them in a bargain bin store like that, but I'll let it slide.
But not disgraceful for you. Your pocket, your wallet thanks you.
Exactly. It's in good hands now too. So a win is a win.
Oh, hey, a win is a win, boys.
A win is a win.
You're right.
All right. Now, what do you guys want to talk about? Wemby first, or you want to talk about number two pick between Scoot?
I mean, I feel like everyone kind of knows Wemby's going first. Like, there's really not much to talk about.
Well, what do you think of Wemby is what I mean. That's kind of what the talking point is.
I think he's going to be a better version of Porzingis and Chet Holmgren. Like, he actually looks like he wants to, like, lift weights, get bigger, everything like that. Like, I definitely, I believe the hype just looking at what he is. And, like, there was an interview that he did with, I think it was JJ Redick, I think. And just, like, his answers that he gave were very professional and very, like, mature. And so it seems like he's understood for a long time that he's the guy, and I think he's acting like it and cares about it. So to me, I feel like that's very important. So
agreed. It's pretty crazy how big of the media presence that Wemby's gotten. He's only spent I think 2 days in New York City, and he was invited to throw out the first pitch for the Yankees.
Have you seen the picture of the baseball?
It was pretty crazy to see. Yeah, like it feels like he could hold 5 baseballs in his hand without even trying. His hands are huge. Same with his feet. But he was invited to go for the first pitch at New York City for the Yankees. He did not do that well, but that's okay. He plays basketball, not baseball. But No, it was crazy. He got interviewed on the train ride to the stadium, I believe. He got interviewed by a bunch of random people, a bunch of ESPN people as well. He's absolutely knocking out of the park with like the media answers. He's doing all the things correctly. He's definitely been the most hyped prospect since LeBron, and that's pretty high praise. And if he does end up turning out to be like a Porzingis god, but just a little bit better, then that'd be amazing to watch.
Well, I think the expectations are a lot higher than Porzingis, to be honest. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
from what I, hear, and obviously he's got the physical tools. This is a 30 plus point game, score, 10 plus rebounds, 4 blocks a game, future multiple time MVP. You can win championships with this guy kind of prospect, because when you put his name up with LeBron James as a prospect, that truly like is different. That's literally different, because we haven't, it's been 20 years since people have been this excited about a guy since LeBron. And we all know how LeBron has turned out. Like, this is a guy who could, with the expectation he could be a top 10 player in the NBA when his career is over. That's the kind of hype that this kid has. And as Matt said, a good point. I think he's got a good head on his shoulders. So I think he's willing to embrace that. We get a little nervous with tall guys, especially this guy or this kid. He's all at 18, 19, which is nuts. He's 7'5", wingspan of like 8 foot. I heard there's no official measurement, but close to 9 feet of a wingspan. Can basically dunk on his standing on his feet. Doesn't have to jump like a toy hoop. And he can handle the ball. He can shoot. Obviously, he's a great defender because he has such good length. He has a lot of blocks. I haven't really seen a prospect like this. It's when I think of a prospect like this, like maybe Manute Bol in terms of the athleticism, but this guy has more ability than Manute Bol ever did.
And is a little bit.
And he's a little taller and stuff. And so
Yeah.
it's super exciting to see. I really am hoping for the best for him. I think he's got the good head on his shoulders, which makes me happy. A little less concerned there. I'm a little worried about. I think San Antonio is a good place for him, but I'm a little worried about Popovich kind of zombifying him. I know obviously it's worked, and Pop's one of the best coaches of all time, and San Antonio's one of the best franchises. But as the game of zones, the soul box. When you commit to the Spurs, you got to give up your soul, and it's kind of true, because that's kind of how they are. And obviously, basketball is important when it's your job, but in the San Antonio culture, it's kind of like they push it a little too far sometimes. And this Wemby seems like a fun guy, and so I know he cares about basketball, so I think it's still a good fit, but I just don't want him to get necessarily zombified like a Tim Duncan. But to be fair, Tim Duncan kind of already had that, small-natured personality, which he's supposed to come help Wemby.
He's
Also,
a fun guy.
yeah, he's supposed to help Wemby too. Tim Duncan is. So I don't necessarily want to see that, but I think if the Spurs, if anywhere, they're going to get the most potential out of him, it would be San Antonio. And so,
Yeah,
I'm super excited about him. What's not to like? The biggest thing is injuries. That's just what scares you with someone that tall playing basketball, running up and down, which it's scary, but it's really exciting. So I can't wait.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, hopes are pretty high for Wemby. I just hope Pop settles down a little bit and kind of molds to his play style. Kind of like you said, I don't just want the Spurs to turn him into like a soul box and just not actually play to his potential, because this kid is ridiculous. Yeah, he's 7'5". He has the wingspan of 1.5 feet. It's pretty crazy. He can do it all. His size and mobility combined together, it's pretty crazy to see.
1.5 feet, that's pretty long, Sam.
Just a little bit. But yeah, like Charles said, we haven't really even seen someone like this play in the league since ever like Manute Bol, and that was like 30-ish years ago. So it's pretty crazy to see someone like Wemby surface and come into the league. He's gonna treat with those big old women down in San Antonio too. So that'll be fun to watch. But I think he has a good head on his shoulders. I think he'll do great. I just wanted to see him play to his potential and not get injured or anything, because I can't imagine with someone that size being 7'5", he's pretty injury prone. I hope that's not the case though. I want to see him ball out.
And I heard it was the Bill Simmons pod. I think he was talking with Brian Windhorst from ESPN, and they were talking about Wemby because Windhorst has developed a relationship with Wemby. He's gotten to spend some time with him, and I get Wemby's like dedication to staying healthy. Like what was said in that podcast, like in his pregame, he's like the first guy out there, and he's doing all these stretches with like bands and just like all these positions to stretch like his feet, all his tendons, his muscles, and he like it treats that like with a lot of care and a lot of seriousness with it. And so it shows you as well the dedication he has to trying to keep his body the best that he can keep it, the best shape. And he's committed to, like I said, stretching, which I think is really important in all his workouts. So that's another reason why I think like if he can, sustain his health, I think that the sky's the limit. Because not only do you have the physical gifts, from what we've seen on the outside, you have the mental gifts that the maturity and the dedication and the work ethic. So sky's the limit.
Oh, definitely.
I might be Matt might have to get a Wembanyama jersey. He is going to be in San Antonio.
That's
soon,
true.
So.
Yeah. I don't know if he could fit that whole name on the back of a jersey, but Giannis proved it. So
yeah, Giannis proved it.
Not getting a Spurs jersey, sorry.
You could go to a game though this year when you come visit Texas. When you go to Texas again, watch him play.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to.
I know the history, history of the Spurs.
Yeah.
Those Spurs jerseys with the retro like blue, purple, and
the Fiesta ones.
Yeah, those Fiesta jerseys. Those are so.
They're
nice. Those are amazing. Imagine a jersey like that with Wemby in the back of it. That would be pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to actually pick one up then. If you're not, I'll be the Wemby supporter in the group.
Hey, you can get it all you want, Sam. That is all yours. You can have that.
Okay, thank you. I have your blessing.
I do want to also make one more.
He wants to be, then you go for it, Sam.
I hope.
I do want to make one more point about Wemby. I do think obviously the expectations for at least this first year, I think that they need to be, real in terms of he's not probably going to come in and average crazy good numbers. I think it's going to take some time for him to develop to the NBA because, he is pretty skinny and the physical part of it, I think he's going to get bounced around a little bit. So I do think the expectations for at least his first year or first couple of years probably need to be tampered a little bit. Because I do think I don't think he's going to be bad, but I don't think he's necessarily going to like blow our socks off immediately. So I think it'll just take some time. So I just wanted to say that too.
Yeah, there's definitely an adjustment to that, especially with Wemby. I believe he played in a French league.
Yeah,
in his youth, so it's definitely some adjustments to be had when you move to the NBA like that.
Yeah, but we all know Wemby's going number one, and the real question is who's going number two, because there's pretty much a consensus top three, because we have two guys after Wemby, Scoot Henderson and Brandon Miller. The Hornets are picking two. The Blazers are picking three. A lot of reports about Charlotte recently that said they're going with Brandon Miller. That's their guy. He's from Alabama. But then there's also a lot of people that say Scoot's just a better overall prospect, and he was from the G League elite or whatever. What would you do at number two if you're the Hornets with the roster you have? I'll start with you, Matt. Who are you picking it to? Who's your guy?
Brandon Miller.
Why? Why so?
Because you already have a point guard. You have LaMelo Ball. Like, you don't need another one. I mean, I guess you could draft Scoot and say, hey, we're just gonna get younger and trade LaMelo for something. But like, if you really are committed to Melo, which they kind of are, I would say Brandon Miller is kind of the way to go, and you can build that way. I mean, I know they have Gordon Hayward and stuff, but obviously he has been dealing with injuries since his time in Boston, unfortunately. So I definitely do think Brandon Miller does help, and you've seen him play in college, and he looks pretty good. Granted, he does have some off-court issues that did happen, I mean, in the past, but I think he's a good kid and everything. But yeah, that's who I would draft. just based off of the roster, how it's constructed as of now. So that'd be my pick.
What about you, Sam?
Well, I mean, I do agree with what Matt has to say, but I'm super impressed with Scoot over Brandon Miller. Scoot is just kind of like you said too, Charles. Scoot is more like a physical freak, and it's kind of amazing to see. I would feel kind of ashamed if I were him to even be considered as a number 2 pick. I would want to go number 1, except there's a guy like Wemby out. But yeah, no, I kind of like to compare him whenever I see like him actually balling out. I kind of like to compare his athleticism to a guy like DK Metcalf, especially when he was playing at the combine and how much like physical strength and ability that he had, just like raw power. It's pretty amazing to watch. Scoot, I believe Scoot's definitely the more physical kind of guy, kind of like what Matt said. The Hornets aren't really the best place to pick him up with having LaMelo. I think that would kind of not gel very well roster wise, but I think the Hornets can make it work. I also would probably see Scoot having more athleticism down towards the league, so he could end up easily being like a 10-year plus veteran. I believe those are high words to say until they actually get drafted, but that's just my prediction.
Yeah,
I'd say Scoot over Brandon.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Sam on this one. So I'm gonna go against Matt. I think the Hornets should take Scoot at number 2. And I think so because Brandon Miller was talking about how Paul George is the GOAT or whatever, and MJ was not the GOAT. And
I saw that too.
I lost all respect for him right then and there. No, I'm just kidding. But that was interesting to say the least. Anyways, I like Brandon Miller. I do think obviously some off-court stuff happened. I don't think that's necessarily his fault. Kind of wrong place, wrong time. He's young, just he's growing through it. I do like the potential he has with his size and his, he's 6'9", he's long, he can defend, and he can score, he can shoot, and you don't find guys like that often. And so I do like Brandon Miller, but I think Scoot is overall going to be a better player because I like his physical ability more at the point guard position. And I really like what he's made of in terms of his mental toughness. He seems just like Wemby, like a gym rat, one of those first guys in, last guys to leave. And like, he really wants it to be the best he can be. And I really, really value that in a prospect. And I know a lot of comparisons are Russell Westbrook, which is a good comparison because really athletic, can rebound, run, pass, not much of a shooter. But I think Scoot actually could probably be a better shooter than Russ. I think a better scooter. I know. I saw you laughing, Sam. I think he can really improve his shot. I think that's, because of how hard he'll work. And I would personally trade LaMelo if I'm the Hornets. I'm not a LaMelo guy personally. A little too flashy for me. I don't really like what he's made of. I would trade him if you draft Scoot and have Scoot be the future. Because I think Scoot, and a lot of people would say this, in any other draft, he's probably number 1, pretty much consensus, and look, if Wemby's not in this draft. And I think he's a generational talent, just like Wemby. I don't think he'll be as good as Wemby, obviously, or the ceiling isn't as high. But I personally am out on LaMelo Ball. I know he's still young, but I would trade him for assets and have Scoot be your point guard of the future. That's what I would do. So
I'd say exactly that too. Get rid of LaMelo. He's still a good baller, but like you said, he's very flashy. I would just get rid of him if I were the Hornets. And just ride with Scoot.
That's what I'm saying. Ride the Scoot, huh?
Ride the scooter.
Yeah.
Scoot's the guy.
I'm really intrigued to see if they actually do pick Scoot or Brandon Miller, because there's been reports about both. And if you keep up with odds, obviously Matt, I'm sure maybe a little bit because Matty B bets. The odds of those two have like flip-flopped like crazy on who's going number 2. Like it's been up and down.
It's like one that I would not touch. I'd be like, yeah, no thanks. I mean, but granted, that's where you can make your money too.
Right.
But I think right now the odds are Brandon Miller's going second. But I agree with you guys. Like, I think whoever is second, whoever is third, I don't think it's a bad player. Like, I think both players are very good. So to me, the only reason why I said Brandon Miller is because you already have LaMelo. But if your plan is to trade LaMelo, then of course, get Scoot Henderson. So anyways, that's my 2 cents.
Either way, I'm happy with both teams. more than anything. I mean, if I were to compare the three, I would say the Spurs have easily had the most success. It's great to see teams like the Trailblazers and the Hornets finally have really good upside. I mean, the Hornets were really high on LaMelo when they first got him, but I'm excited to see what their futures look like.
Right. All right. I think obviously the draft is tonight, so best of luck to all the prospects. I'm going to be watching. I know Matt isn't. He's not a big fan of drafts, but I'll be watching. So excited to see what happens. But now it's time for us to put on our GM caps, and we're going to be in our own draft because this is the 2K rating budget draft. You might remember, if you're a more of an old-time listener, Matt and I, during No Notes, did a Madden ratings draft. And we had like a budget of rating, and we built a team and took it to Instagram to have guys vote or have our friends vote. This time we're doing 2K because obviously the NBA draft is tonight. And we also made sure we prepped a lot better for this one than that Madden one because we kind of just went into it right then and there, not much prep. And so it was a little sluggish, a little slow. But this one, we spent time on it. We talked about it. We talked it out. We're super excited about it. And we think it's going to go well. So the rules, I've already told you guys, but this is for the listeners. The rules. We're going to be drafting, there's 10 rounds. So we're each going to be drafting a starting 5 and a bench 5. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, classic. You can draft whoever you want. You just have to put them in a position, obviously. So that's up to you. It doesn't like, it's not like you have to draft only a point guard for the role. You can draft someone else if you wanted to. You just got to fill out your team. And how we did this was
you could put like Rudy Gobert as a point guard if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could put LeBron James at point guard if you wanted.
Yeah,
you know?
why not? You know.
All right. All right.
It's up to you. You just gotta fill in the positions. So if you draft too many wings, that's your own fault, or too many centers. So that's just But there's no cap on like you can only have the 2 centers. It's whoever you want. And so how we're doing this is off of the original 2K23 launch ratings, kind of like how we did Madden. And the reason we wanted
a couple players aren't in them though.
I thought there was one I noticed who wasn't. This website might have screwed us a bit. Anyways.
Yeah.
So there was one I remember. Anyways, besides the point. So we're doing this off the original 2K23 launch ratings because they obviously update their ratings throughout the season based on how guys perform. And so the original launch day ratings means that guys are going to be undervalued a lot if they had much better seasons than what their rating was. And we also, instead of doing just overall rating as our budget, we turned them into money amounts. And so we have $50 budgets. I can read through it real quick, the first couple. So anyone who's a 96 plus is $10, 93 to 95, $9, 89 to 92, $8, and so on as it goes down. We made a whole chart for it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. And so we have $50. And if you go over budget at the end, you have a punishment. And the loser of this draft, because we're going to post this to our Instagram, is going to be also have to do a punishment if your team gets last place. And so we're super excited about that. Our first punishment of a win is a win. And then, 1 minute per pick, snake style. We already did a draft lottery. It goes Sam, Matt, me. And that is, I think that's all the rules. I had to get that all out there. It took a little bit, but those are the rules.
We're giving her one more thing. We're giving ourselves 1 minute per pick too.
Yes.
Keep that in mind.
1 minute per pick. And I'm on the timer for that. So
okay, cool.
And so
solid idea for the number 1 pick. Too bad Wemby isn't in this draft. I would shoot him for the moon, but
I wish we had a little bit of background music to play during our picks. But let me just make this point real quick. Since Sam won the draft lottery, it gives him a huge advantage having the first overall pick. And let's see, Sam, let's see if you use that advantage or not. Let's see if you can take advantage of it. Because it is a supreme advantage over Matt and I to have the first overall pick.
Honestly, I would agree with you.
That's all I'll say. Is Matt over there doing research?
Matt is doing some research.
No, I'm putting myself into a Word document so I know who I'm drafting.
I noticed you were doing that during their first topic, so I wondered if you were just like...
Oh, I was doing both. I've been like focused on this like the whole day. So I've been looking and making sure like what I've been seeing is like correct. So that's why I've been like, I've just been checking because I've been like so like excited for this. So
that's what I did
that's
beforehand, so I already was ready.
Yeah.
Like I was ready, but
to
make sure like I always second guess myself. So I'm like, okay, do I really want this person? Do I not want this person? Like,
yeah.
All right. So he took a page out of Bill Belichick's book. He just turned off all the lights in his room. He just focused.
I'm laser focused.
Okay, so you're in charge of your own budget and everything, and who's off the board and who's not. So that's all up to you. So just keep that in mind. So you gotta keep track of your own budget. Because
Can I ask a dumb question before we start?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Is there anything stopping me from drafting John Morant 10 times?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't have enough money, so.
Well, I would definitely go over budget with that, but I would love to draft a guy. Dude, what about like 5 Jaws and then 5 Dylan Brooks?
You don't have enough money, bro.
Is Dylan Brooks that high, really?
You got a coupon for us, Sam? You got a coupon you're gonna turn in to do that? Yeah.
No.
Or else you're over budget, bro. Unless you got a coupon for us.
No,
all right, I think we're ready. I think we're ready to jump into this. All right, I'm very excited. So, Sam, you were officially, as of right now, you're on the clock. First overall pick.
We'll see if we can add some like background music and post production because that would help with the research definitely.
Yeah, like some hum or something.
Yeah.
By the way, you got to ask me for time checks. I'm not going to tell you. So
thanks.
You got to ask me for time checks because I'm too lazy.
Thanks. I'm just going to make it short and quick. I think it's a pretty consensus number 1 overall pick. So I'm just going to say it. I want the man, Giannis, on my team.
Whoa, Giannis.
I'm taking Giannis. He is. I'll definitely give him a little bit more credit since it was the start of the season compared to the end of the season.
Okay.
He's definitely the perennial big man of the league. This is all before Jokic blew up and he kind of deserved to be MVP, but this is more the do-it-all big guy. He's on my team. I'm taking that man.
Yeah, and I like how you give a little bit of analysis after because I think that would just help it flow better. Yeah, like going for a $10 already, Matt. You're officially on the clock.
A tenner.
Okay, first pick, Jalen Brunson.
What? Jalen Brunson?
Really?
Yep. Oh my goodness!
I would not have
Matt is budgeting hard. I can't believe this. I'm officially on the clock. Wow.
He's pretty quick too.
Wait. I'm giving my explanation though.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Give an explanation.
Well, one, he's only like $5.
Okay.
And I would say out of the other guards that are on the list, he probably played better than most of them in the league right now. And there's other people that I really want. And here's the thing. I know Charles probably had him on his list. He's a very
I did. I just took him off.
He's a cost-effective person. So here's the thing. I mean, for me, it's like, hey, it's a good pick, good value. And I just hate picking. I hate that Charles have 2 picks before me. So that's why I had to do it. So anyways.
Wow. I can't believe this. Well, I feel like I have the first overall pick. I can't believe that neither of you guys took this guy first because I would have taken him if I had the first overall pick. And I'm going to take some time here because I know who I want now. I don't know who I want after, though. So, man, there's some good options here. Okay, man, my second pick is a tough one.
The thing is, I already know who your first pick is, and I was thinking about picking him, but I was like, yeah, no.
Okay, I have 20 seconds left. I'll say my pick now. I'm going to pick Jokic, obviously.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So I will take that as my center. Thank goodness. Okay, so I'm taking Jokic. I can't believe Matt didn't take him. I thought for sure Matt was going to take him when Sam didn't take him. All right. $40.
Well,
but
I was wanting him, but like,
how was I not gonna? Yeah, how was I also not gonna take Giannis?
Jokic can do more. I don't, like he can shoot, pass, rebound. I mean, Giannis can.
Take it back
Yeah.
to 2021 Giannis too. Keep in mind, this was before
Right.
Giannis choked and completely stunk this playoffs too.
Now this completely switches my strategy because I didn't think I was going to get Jokic at 3. I'm on the clock again. Man. I think I'm going to take a risk here because of who Matt picked. So I'm hoping this doesn't burn me, but I'm going to go ahead for $5. I'm going to take probably the most. I need defense for sure because Jokic isn't the best defender. And this is probably one of the best 3-and-D guys, especially for the price. I'm going to go Mikal Bridges.
I hate you so
Yes.
Boy,
Yes.
okay.
Give me my 3-and-D guy who can create his own shot. Jokic is going to find him. Perfect pick. I'm happy with those two.
Now, was that the perfect pick, you think?
I think that might have been Matt's pick, to be honest. Or at least he was looking at him.
He was
Yeah.
one of mine.
I'm taking Mikal. All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
Freaking want to shoot my brains now.
Was Mikal going to be your pick?
Here's me one of them.
Yes,
Like
I knew it.
Jokic,
I knew he wasn't going to fall to me. I knew it.
I was debating, but like Jokic is good. Honestly, for my second pick, I'm gonna go with
Yeah. Yeah, you got to ask me for time. I forgot.
how much time do I have left?
Okay, 25 seconds. You got a little bit of time.
I'll go D-Book.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was definitely looking at him, but once Jokic fell, it was yeah. Good pick.
Yeah. $8, right? I think.
Yep,
Yeah.
$8.
Okay.
Good pick.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Was it though?
It was Sam. I'm now. This is where I'm curious what Sam's gonna go with because I
Here's the
actually.
thing: is I just don't. I wish I could have a pick where I do back to back, and that's the thing that sucks. I'm getting screwed.
That is true.
I'm excited to
That
see
is
who
true.
Sam picks here. All right, Sam, you're on the clock for
This
your
is
first
fun.
pick
All right.
of your back to back. So
I'm taking up no time again. This is gonna be the dream squad coming up in development. My number 2 pick, Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole,
The Riz
Oh
God,
my
man. The
God.
Riz God. Giannis and Jordan Poole on the same team together. Watch out.
Matt, I feel a little better about our
Those are not
chances of
safe.
not losing after that pick. That's a shocker. For
I
your
don't know.
second pick,
I think a lot of people are going to agree with me.
I mean, currently, right now, like you have a really good. Like, I like Charles' team so far.
I'm sorry, I'm out on
maybe-
Jordan Poole after this past season in playoffs. I know the Draymond punch happened, but like
maybe-
I don't know. I lost
Maybe on
faith. I
paper.
lost some confidence in him. All right,
did.
Sam, you're on the clock again.
I don't know. I would defend him a little bit. I think he's still very strong for how young he is, as a performer at least.
Yeah.
He's definitely not a bad pick.
Okay.
If you want to hear about this is not a good pick.
Okay.
I just kind of want him as on my fantasy team. But my number 3 pick.
Yeah. Why are you shaking?
You guys are gonna clown on me for this, but my number 3 pick, Kiss from a Rose, Derrick Rose.
Sam, I thought you said you were gonna do research. He
I
barely
did some
played.
research.
Dude, Derrick Rose, are you serious? He
I
barely
did some
played.
research.
Hey,
Yeah.
it looks like Sam is going cheap off the bat. See what he has left.
Well, I did be a big spender with Giannis, so I got to tone down my budget a little bit. But Derrick Rose, I believe, is the perfect veteran guy. He's very affordable. He's not going to be like a guy like LeBron, but that's okay. But
Okay.
I love him.
Okay.
I love him as my pick. So.
All right. Well, as long as you're happy with it, but I'm shocked.
Oh,
to say
I'm
the
definitely
least.
happy with it.
All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
Yeah, I am. Oh, piss.
I'm
Okay.
a little worried about who you might take here. There's a couple guys I want.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I need another 3-and-D guy.
Some
So,
D.
yeah. So who I'm gonna take? I'm gonna take playoff P, Paul George.
Paul George.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
How much is he? I actually didn't have him on my board.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did not.
Paul George is $7.
$7. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on the clock.
Yep.
Well,
Oh, I didn't tell you what I wanted. I guess I explained why I wanted to play off P.
yeah, go for it.
Just my 3 and D. Like I think he's just a better version of Mikal. So he's a lot more expensive,
Not as durable.
but not as durable.
Might
but
get
like
hurt.
think about it. Well, but think about it though. Just like the way he actually plays and stuff, I think
Yeah.
is just a lot better. Anyways, that's what I have to say.
This guy is too good of a value to pass up here, and I don't want to potentially lose him. Even though I would probably prefer to draft like another 3 and D guy, but I'm gonna take this guy here because he's only $4 and he had a really big breakout year. I'm gonna take Lauri Markkanen as my stretch 4.
Oh, that's a good one.
He was. I think I was worried about pairing him with another center besides Jokic because Jokic loves to pass, and so that makes me feel way better about drafting him.
Yeah.
All right. Got my guy Lauri. I'm really excited about that. He averaged what, 25? He got about 9 rebounds, so that's good enough. He averaged. Yeah, I'm happy with that pick.
Not
For
too bad.
$4 too. All right, so I'm down to $31.
I feel like that. I mean, that one's like. Good thing we're doing ratings as of the beginning, kind of.
Yeah,
He would not be a 78 or whatever he is. He would be like
No, but
high
I
80s.
guess Jalen Brunson also wouldn't be an 83 either.
No,
so
he wouldn't.
No,
Okay.
that's probably facts. So never mind. I should keep my mouth quiet.
Point guard time.
That's what I'm saying.
Got to get a point guard here. And I mean, there's 2 guys I like here. I think if I'm trying to truly it's not about winning necessarily. I mean, that's a pride thing. It's just about not losing.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to not lose, I think this guy makes more sense because he's done it with Jokic. We know that they're a 1-2. I'm going to take Jamal Murray. We already know that they can win, so he's going to be my point guard for $6.
Oh, that's a lot.
Well, him and Jokic can win. They have
Right.
chemistry, so I'm just going to bank on that. There's a couple point guards I liked, but I'm going to go. Like I said, I didn't think I'd get Jokic, so I didn't think I'd maybe draft Jamal, but hey.
That's true.
You just got to play the board. All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
It's me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think you skipped me.
No, it's Matt.
No, it's me.
Okay.
I keep getting only 1 pick. You guys
Come
get
on,
2.
Sam.
I hope you guys are keeping track because I'm not.
I need a power forward, and I think this guy played really well, and he's super cheap. I'm gonna go with Paulo Banchero.
Good pick. He was up on my board too. Yeah, he was up there.
And he's only $4. So
I just liked Lauri a little better, but he was up there. Good pick.
I think Lauri or Paulo, I think we're probably I think they're about the same.
I think you and I did a good job there.
Yeah. And he's my 4, so he'll be my power forward probably.
All right, Sam, what do you got for us?
I need a good center for my team.
Oh yeah, you do not have a center, do you?
I do not have a center on my team yet.
No, you.
I'm taking a solid budget pick here too. He had a pretty solid season for the Cavs this year. Kevin Love.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cue the laughs.
Bro, Sam, bro.
Kevin Love is the perfect puzzle piece for
He's not even a center.
the beautiful team that I'm making.
He's a power forward.
According to this
you can put him at center, but I would not put him at center personally.
Well, I'm basing most of my picks off of this draft board that Charles actually provided, and it lists him as a center. Okay. So I will take him as a center.
All right.
He's got a little bit of center blood in him. I'll take him. So that is my 4th pick for my super team.
Yeah, you're on the clock. Super team. Yeah, you're on the clock again.
I'm on the clock for the 5th pick. I'm going to take a little bit of time here, so I don't know my next pick.
I gotta look someone up here.
I just have to look at kind of the matchups that I have against you guys, and your centers are low key fetching huge. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they are.
Like they're huge. Like
Sam, if I were you, there's a center out there you could pick here that would be
Oh,
very
I
nice.
know.
You have 18 seconds, by the way.
Oh, I know which center you're talking about, I think. Um,
12, 11, 10, 9,
I'm flies,
8,
dang. Okay.
7. You better hurry. 6,
All right, all right, all right.
5, 4,
My
3.
pick, Brandon Ingram.
Okay, you got it off in time. Brandon Ingram.
Yes.
I feel good about not losing.
That is not the center that you wanted it to be, but I'm not losing with this team.
he's not even a center.
He's not, yeah. Ingram, he's a forward.
Okay, is it my turn again?
Yep, Matt's here on the board.
Oh, I actually need a center so I can complete my my starting
don't
five.
take my guy. Don't take my guy.
Don't take my guy.
Good old Bam Adebayo, baby.
Good pick.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm choosing that is because Bam played against both centers that you played, and granted, Jimmy definitely did beat the Bucks himself.
Right.
But Bam didn't play bad in that first series. And then against Jokic, he actually was probably the second best player. Yeah. Probably second or third, depending if you put Jamal first or Bam. He was probably the best one out there, and he plays big. And I like it. So I'm going to go with Bam. He only cost $7. So honestly, to me, it seemed like a pretty good deal for what it is. So
right. Good. Matt's team's looking nice. All right, I got to start budgeting here. I'm already halfway through with only 4 picks. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill out my starting 5, the perfect 5 or 2 guard, my 5th man. I can't believe he actually fell to me. I thought he would go higher. I'm going to go Austin Reeves for $3.
Ooh.
Wait, are you being serious?
I don't know about that pick, Charles.
Austin Reeves? I am being serious.
I think that was kind of an L on your part.
Hey, that's awesome.
Hey, I don't think. Did you guys watch that Nuggets series?
I did.
Hey, $3. I'll take. I could put him off the bench. He doesn't have to be a starter, but
hey, that's true. That's true.
Hey, he was more clutch than LeBron. Anyways,
he was more clutch than LeBron. Which
now I got a tough pick here. So I need a lot of good picks here. There's a lot of good picks. I think I'm gonna go backup center because I think having big men is important. And I'm able to stretch the floor with this guy. And so and I don't lose any, and he gives me shot blocking because he was actually a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. I saw him closely this year, had a great season because he plays for one of my favorite teams. I'm gonna go Brook Lopez.
How much was he?
$4. He had a really good season this year.
No, he did.
He was awesome.
I think that's a good pick.
He can give Jokic a blow. I don't lose defense, that's for sure. I keep rim protection.
And what was he rated? Like a 79, right?
He was an 80. Yeah.
Okay.
I got my big men rotation.
Yeah, you do.
All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
Yeah, I kind of am staying a little bit away. I'm gonna try to make you guys guard me, so I'm gonna go Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, there's the first bad one. There's the first mistake.
that's the first flop.
I'd rather have Austin Reeves for $3 than MPJ.
Bro, Michael Porter Jr. for $4. I'll take that, bro. Bro, he just gave the Nuggets in a closeout game 16-10 or 16-13. Like for me, that's
yeah.
I mean, that's
hey, big. you wanna hate on Austin Reeves? Look what he did against the Nuggets in the series. I mean, they didn't win, but like you're talking about MPJ's one game when the rest of the series he was pretty much gone.
Wait, Austin Reeves? When did he play the Nuggets?
On the Lakers.
Oh wait, do you say Austin Reeves?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Austin Rivers. I was thinking Austin Rivers.
I picked Austin Reeves, and I was like, you guys are mocking me for that. I was like, he was.
Oh, sorry.
Really good.
I thought you said Austin Rivers, and I was like, bro, what the freak?
Heck no, no way. No, I picked Austin Reeves before Brook Lopez.
Okay. Austin Reeves. I respect that.
All right. Yeah, he impressed me. All right, Sam, you're on the clock.
Whoa.
I can't even remember who's on your team anymore. I've already forgotten about your team.
Low key, knowing that I want
that's
is
kind
on
of an L on Charles' part. let me remind the audience of this beautiful super team that I have going. So I've got my starting 4. No, I've still got my starting 5 actually. That's a write off on the bench now. But got Giannis, Jordan Poole, Derrick Rose, Kevin Love, and Brandon Ingram.
Derrick
Holy
Rose and Kevin
dude.
Love. Oh my
Rounds
goodness.
out a pretty good team, I think. I mean,
Bro, I didn't know we were trying to do the freaking 2012 NBA draft. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
This is the My Create 2016 team. But I'm actually gonna bump it up a little bit with my first guy on the bench. He's actually, you can't sneeze, you can't doubt this guy. DeAndre
Okay.
Ayton.
Oh my gosh.
It's over. Sam, you're gonna lose, bro. You're gonna lose.
Oh my god.
No
Sam,
way.
you're gonna lose.
Keep in mind, this isn't even before last season even started. He is the guy on the Suns. Don't think of that Devin Booker guy. Think of DeAndre Ayton.
Oh my god.
DeAndre Ayton on the bench.
Hey, get
He
your
is the sixth man of the
Supercell,
year.
get your Supercell ID ready. Clash is in your future. Dude, I would do better than you are doing now in a baseball draft, I feel like.
No, you would not.
You really
not.
drafted
Okay.
DeAndre Ayton.
Let's keep this shiz show going. So all right, let's go.
All
I
right, go
think it's
Matt.
my pick again. Isn't it my pick?
Oh yeah, it is your pick.
It-
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's your pick.
it's snake draft. So I'll take another big. Whew, I've got another hot, spicy take down the pipeline. Another forward. This guy is going to back up Brandon Ingram. Cue your laughs. Kyle Kuzma.
No, it's actually a pretty solid pick. He was
Solid
good this
pick,
year.
okay.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I definitely don't think you did much research though. I feel like you're picking guys
You don't think I did?
you just know. Yeah.
I definitely looked at the numbers.
Kuz was good.
I'm a banker, just so you guys have a little idea behind my game plan. But my budget totals to $50, so I'm happy about that. I'm definitely using it wisely.
Okay, so tell me this. You said you looked at the numbers. You picked Derrick Rose, who averaged 12 minutes a game, 5 points, 38% shooting. That's who you wanted?
That's my starter, yeah.
That's who you wanted, huh?
It's
Love?
it's more to get tickets sold, I think. You've got a guy like Giannis, so you got a little leeway around him, but Derrick Rose is the kind of guy to get some fans in the building. They're gonna sell some tickets.
All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to pick a guy that you and I were talking about earlier that you like as well.
Oh, no.
He's my backup point guard, and he's on a budget.
Dang.
It's Tyus Jones.
Dang, good pick. Man, there goes my backup point guard option.
$3. $3.
There goes my backup point guard.
So just saying $3. So.
All right.
$3. $3, everybody.
I'm going to go with one of my favorite budgets, I would say, of this whole draft alongside Lauri Markkanen. I'm going to put him at shooting guard, I think, as my backup. I like this guy a lot. I'm going to go Jalen Williams from the Thunder.
Okay.
For $2.
That's kind of a snoozer pick, don't you think?
Go look at the numbers. More than Derrick Rose.
They're okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jamal, or not Jamal, sorry. Jalen Williams. I'm getting the Williams on my team. All right. Now this is a tough pick. I have $16 left, so I'd really have to budget after this. But I believe I could. So if I do that and that, I have, yeah, that should work then. I'm going to go ahead as backup point guard. Since I have a little bit of budget to spend, because these last two picks have been budgets for sure. I'm going to go ahead and pick Tyrese Halliburton as my backup point guard for $6.
Okay.
He can defend for me. I need defense on my second bench. He was second in the league in assists, so a guy who can facilitate. And he should be on the Suns right now, but that's okay. All right. I feel great about this. My team has come together beautifully.
It's kind of laughable.
All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
I'm what?
Oh, I'm on the clock again?
You are. I made my 2 picks already.
Okay. Well. shoot. I really need a center.
Could have taken Aiton.
Yeah, fat chance.
Ooh,
F that. I'm actually gonna go for $3. I'm gonna go with Isaiah Hartenstein.
oh, okay.
Okay.
I just really liked him and his play when he came to whenever he was playing for the Spurs last year
I would have picked another center for cheaper, but that's just my opinion.
for cheaper. I just couldn't find him. I think we're thinking of the same person.
You want to send me a DM real quick if you're thinking of? I can help you. I'm not gonna pick them. Or is that collusion, Sam? Is that collusion?
Oh, I don't know. That's a little close to collusion.
Yeah, maybe I probably shouldn't do
You guys
that. But
steaming
there's
on
someone
my
I
team.
think Matt should have picked. Anyways, Sam, you're on the clock.
Well, I mean, I guess if I couldn't find him, I
Well,
couldn't find.
did you already pick a first center, or do you still need another one?
No, I picked the first center.
Who was your first one?
Bam.
Bam, that's right. Yeah, I would have picked that guy as your backup. That's okay though. All right, you're on the clock, Sam.
You would have picked Bam as my backup.
No, another guy as your backup. I'll tell you. I'll tell you later who I would have picked.
Aiton.
Not. Well, you already took him. You couldn't.
Yeah. I
Oh,
know.
he was cheaper, so he was in like the $2 or the $2 range.
He was.
It's
$2.
pretty budget friendly.
All right, Sam. You have 25 seconds. We've been
He was
talking, so I want to.
$2.
My picks have to be a little bit more budget friendly now after Kuzma. Alex Caruso.
Good pick, actually. I was thinking about him as a defender because he's a great defender.
He's actually he's a really, really good defender. I know that.
Good pick. I actually like that pick. You're turning around. These last two picks have been pretty good for you.
See, you guys just need to have a solid bench.
My bench is pretty solid, I would say. I have Tyrese
No.
Halliburton, man. Are you kidding?
Is it my pick again?
Yep.
All right. Now this is kind of a spicy take. I'm taking another guard.
Okay.
It's a bit budget friendly as well, but Will Barton.
Okay. Will Barton.
I will say I haven't done research. He's a pretty cool looking dude. He's only $3, so I picked him up on my team.
All right.
Nice number 9 guy.
That's where he was. Dang it.
Is there that person that I was thinking of maybe?
Yes, I found him.
I think we're thinking, but anyways. All right, Matt, you're on the clock.
On me. I wish I could trade and redo it because I couldn't find him like ever. So
maybe. But yeah, you're on the clock, Matt.
How much under I have?
You have 49 seconds. So this is round 9, by the way. So we have this round, then one more round, then we're done.
Yeah.
And we'll go through our teams.
Yeah. I'm looking at my board. Kevin Love and Derrick Rose are 2 of my starting guys.
You can change your board around. You can change. You don't have to have them as starters.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where Aiton and Caruso come in.
You really picked DeAndre Ayton.
I did. Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Because did you not?
Okay. So for me, I really want like a little flamethrower off
8,
my bench.
7, 6,
5, 4,
going with
3, 2.
Jordan Clarkson?
Yep.
Your little fire off your bench? I got you there.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
he's only $3, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
You have 10 seconds.
So I have $10 left, so I'm gonna try and use this up wisely. For $4, I'm gonna go with Franz Wagner as my backup small forward.
He was one that I liked.
I like that. Okay. And then for a power forward, that's the last position I need on my bench. I think I'm gonna leave a little bit of budget. So if one of you guys wants to bargain with me, I might have like $2 left over. I think. So yeah, Franz is 4, so I have $6 left.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's not even really well, maybe there is actually. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna use up my whole budget. I didn't realize this guy was only $6. I thought he was more. For my power forward, I need defense, or I need rebounding because Brook Lopez isn't that good of a rebounder.
Yeah.
And so this guy will fit in well, I think, in the power forward. He can defend. as well. But he's like, so yeah, I feel good about that. The only thing is, yeah, because Brook can play outside of the paint because he can shoot. I'm gonna take Evan Mobley for $6. I mean, he's at my whole budget. Yeah. Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, it's okay. Just okay.
I'm very satisfied with my team. Woo. I
I'm
robbed
very
you. I robbed you, Sam. I absolutely robbed
No,
you.
you did not.
Oh my gosh, my team would beat yours in 4-1 probably.
I was actually considering Mobley on my team, but I think I got something better coming out of the pipeline.
Matt, you're on the clock.
Yeah.
To round out your team.
Yeah, and I have $6, so I just need a small forward.
Hey, I had $6 too.
And I think this guy is one. Yeah. I'm actually gonna go with my last pick, and he could be a starter, but probably bench guy. I'm gonna go with Scotty Barnes.
Good pick. I had my eye on him.
Yeah, there's only one pick I wish I would have made differently, and that was the center one because I finally found my dude. I swear I just skipped him. So,
all right, Sam, last pick of the draft. You're on the clock.
The very last pick. I only have $4 left until I hit the $50 mark too, so I had to be a little more budget friendly. But I think I got my guy. I'm pretty happy to round out my team with the GOAT, the defensive GOAT. Keep in mind, this is before last season started, so he's not going to China just yet. Dylan Brooks.
It's over, bro. Sam, you just want to lose. Sam, you want to lose.
I don't want to lose.
Yeah, you do want to
lose.
lose.
He is the perennial guy on my team.
I will say you've got some decent defenders, but Dylan Brooks is not worth it.
Don't mess with the defenders on my team. This is the next Monstars team up and coming.
What if can I like trade my guy and be like, hey, it's a cost effective move, but like
so is your guy only $2? Who I'm thinking of? As a backup center?
Yep.
So Sam, we got to talk about this. He wants to trade in for another player. What are we thinking?
Well, I just didn't find him through the list until like the very end when I was like I knew who I wanted. I just didn't know how much he cost. So that's why I was looking.
You know, you can Control F on your keyboard and search a player like instantly.
Oh, throwing shade.
That is true. That's facts.
What do you think, Sam? Are you going to be generous?
I don't know. Honestly. I don't know, Matt. I mean, I already brought him up once, but it's like a Bill Belichick move. He's stretching the rules just a little bit too far.
Ooh. Hey, it means I'll be $1 short. I've only used $49 out of my $50, okay. And you can keep the extra $1, Sam.
I can keep the $1. I'll go buy myself like 2 cookies from McDonald's. Thank you. I'll let you have your backup guy. I'll let you have whoever it is. Who is it?
I was gonna go with, I think, Charles. Do you know? Name me the team that you're thinking.
I'm nervous because I don't want to be wrong, but I'm gonna go. I think it's the Jazz.
Oh no, I was gonna go Thunder with Jalen Williams.
What? Jalen Williams? The other Jalen Williams? No, that's not who I thought it was gonna be. Wow, the Charge King. So you thought
what?
The Charge King.
Jalen Williams.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go Walker Kessler. I thought he was really good.
Oh no, I like Walker Kessler. I just think Jalen Williams has a lot more potential, and he looked pretty good because he's from Santa Clara. He's the guy from Santa Clara.
No, that's who I picked. What? He's a shooting guard. Jalen Williams, the guy you picked is from Arkansas. They have the same name. I picked the Jalen Williams, the shooting guard from the Thunder, 72 overall, Santa Clara. That's who I picked earlier.
Oh, both.
Yeah, so I picked the first team all rookie Jalen Williams. Sorry. So you want the other one then? Yeah,
and I think he's still pretty good though. Like he looked really good for what like he was doing this year. So
no, I jumped on the other gym, the Santa Clara one. He was really good this year for a rookie.
Yeah. I mean, because regular season, so like this Jalen Williams, he had 5.9 points. He's a backup center, right? But his 3-point percentage is 40.
Yeah.
His rebounds was 5, assists 1.6. In 18 minutes. It's not bad. you have Bam, so it's like okay, like
Right.
whatever. And my team low-key is kind of like tall as heck. So
I was definitely thinking some of the guys I was thinking about drafting who went undrafted. I was thinking about drafting Bruce Brown, Malik
yes.
Monk, Rui, PJ Tucker, Kevon Looney, Derek White, Aaron Gordon, Miles Turner. Those are De'Aaron Fox. Those were some guys on my list. Anyone else have any guys up on their list that they decide not to draft?
Yeah, I did. But actually, I want to hear Sam's first before I do mine because I'm interested about Sam's.
Oh no, my team is perfect. I didn't really have well I had Tatum, Kawhi, Jimmy Butler, and Ja that I wanted to draft, but you can't really draft four guys that are $9 each.
Yeah.
So I pretty much got the list that I wanted. I mean, you can laugh all you want. Derrick Rose, he is the perfect starter for my team.
I'm literally laughing all I want.
He's riding under Giannis's shoulder.
This isn't this
Giannis
isn't prime players draft like when they're in their prime. You
Oh
know that,
no.
right?
Oh no, yeah. This is kind of an older, kind of disheveled, injury prone Derrick Rose, but that's okay. You got Alex Caruso coming off the bench. He can pick you up whenever you're down, you know. It's like the little birdie boy on the actual Monster Jam team. We're good.
Okay.
We're right.
As long as you're happy, I think that's what matters. But
Oh, I'm very happy.
I didn't expect. I actually thought you were going to try more.
What? I did try.
Matt, would you have in your right mind have thought to pick Derrick Rose as your point guard?
He did not come up in my draft board. No.
He was not on my draft board either. Neither was Kevin Love. I hate to bring it to you.
Nope.
Neither was DeAndre Ayton. Definitely
Nope.
not. Not for the price.
Yeah.
For the price.
Well, here's the people that I liked for more expensive. I liked Shea and I liked Garland. Those two were the ones I was debating on if I couldn't get some of the other cheap ones. I did like CJ McCollum as well. I liked Halliburton that you had. I thought Josh Giddey at 82.
He was on my board.
Yeah, Josh Giddey wasn't bad. Also, I really liked OG Anunoby for small forward. I also liked I thought Bobby Portis would have been a good one too.
Me too. He was on my board. Yeah.
Aaron Gordon for 79
would have been good.
Low. I was like, I might want to, but the thing is, I didn't have a center. Otherwise, a backup center. Otherwise, I would have had just a ton of like. I mean, I guess Aaron Gordon could have been a center, but like that's not what he's really used for. So I liked him. Another one I liked was Herb Jones. I liked him, and I liked Buddy Hield as well for a shooting guard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this was fun. I'm shocked with Sam's picks, to be honest. I can't wait to show you how good I'll do how much better I'll do in the baseball draft than you've done in this NBA
Oh, in the
draft.
baseball drafts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'll show you that I can pick. I won't pick.
Like
I won't pick Adam Wainwright, for example.
Yeah, you're gonna pick.
You basically just pick Adam Wainwright with Derrick Rose or Kevin Love.
I think you guys aren't giving Derrick Rose his credit.
Sam, if you picked him in 2011 or 12 before his ACL, I would say, hey, great pick. But right now, like, no, sorry.
He barely played. He didn't play like at all. He's just his injuries, man, and I just don't get it.
I mean,
I'm going to be honest. I think my team actually, low key, is actually pretty good. I think it's pretty competitive. Not gonna lie.
Oh, my team is pretty competitive.
I think I want Sam's team first, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think you guys know.
I think I want to play Sam's team. No, I want to play your team first. I'm not giving you.
Oh, you're gonna play my team first.
Yeah, I want to play you first.
It's gonna be that first round matchup. Then you're the number 1 seed. I'm the 8th seed,
and we'll sweep you.
You have a guy
sweep you off the floor.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding?
You got
Derrick Rose. Jamal Murray's gonna cook Derrick Rose.
Comes off of the bench. He drops 40 points.
Bro, Sam, who was your starting 5? I want to know who your starting 5 is.
Who's your whole team, actually, just in general?
Okay, I'll name off my whole team then. I've got Giannis, Jordan Poole, Derrick Rose, Kevin Love, Brandon Ingram. That's my starting 5. And then Ayton, Kyle Kuzma, Caruso, Will Barton, and Dylan Brooks off my bench. That's pretty
That
good.
bench, I mean, because you have obviously Giannis and I mean Brandon Ingram's okay, he's nice, and Kuzma's pretty good, but then the bench it definitely drops off.
Pool's pretty good, but
yeah, I think fans are gonna have to agree with me too. Not even
we'll see. We'll
like
post it. Don't worry.
Or anything, but just the raw like power and talent this team possesses. Don't have to go back to 2011. That'd be cool for Derrick Rose's sake, but
what do you think about my team, Charles?
Say your team again. Starters and then bench.
So starters: Jalen Brunson,
right?
Point guard, D-Book shooting guard, Paul George small forward, Paolo Banchero power forward, Bam at center. Michael Porter Jr. is power forward, Tyus Jones point guard, Jordan Clarkson shooting guard, Scotty Barnes small forward, and then Jalen Williams in center.
I like Bam in the starting lineup because I think he's a really good center for that. You need a center who doesn't necessarily need the ball, and he'll be able to facilitate. Brunson and Booker, I'm not the biggest fan of because they're both ball dominant. I wish you had a point guard that kind of set up Booker more personally, but that's just my opinion. And then I like your bench a lot besides the other Jalen Williams at center. Just because you don't really have a defensive presence at the rim. Walker Kessler would have been that guy, I thought. But the rest of your bench, I like the flow. I think Tyus Jones is the perfect guy to facilitate. You got guys who can guard.
If we're going to be honest, the only two so Tyus Jones is 6'2", I think. Jalen Brunson's, I think, 6'2" or 6'3".
Yeah.
And then after that, everyone, I guess Booker's 6'6". And then after that, everyone is like 6'7" or 6'8" and above.
Right.
So, it's not like I'm losing a lot of height coming off the bench,
Yeah.
It's just, can I get a team that wants to rebound and do stuff,
I love the height on my bench too.
And Jordan Clarkson, low key, if he gets hot, bro, he can cook people. So
yeah, he can. That's a good guy off the bench to,
Oh yeah. And I think Tyus Jones, I think him or Jalen Brunson, I think could switch. You know what I'm saying?
So, all right, here's my team. And then I'm too lazy to do a budget check because I'm just going to assume you guys all went under budget because it sounds about right. So we're not going to do a budget check. But here's my team. Jamal Murray, Austin Reeves, Mikal Bridges, Lauri Markkanen, and then Jokic at center. And then back up, I got Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Williams, the shooting guard Jalen Williams from the Thunder, Franz Wagner, Evan Mobley, Brook Lopez.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. I like it.
I definitely think in a game, I think Charles, you and my team would be very close.
I do. You mentioned size, and I didn't really necessarily think about it. And then I looked at my bench, and literally Tyrese Halliburton's my smallest guy at 6'5", because Jalen Williams is 6'6", Franz Wagner's 6'10", Mobley's like 6'11", Brook Lopez is like 7 feet. So I've got a really tall bench.
You do. The thing is I don't know how athletically like those guys, like Brook Lopez, not super.
No, athletic. That's why I got Mobley to kind of cover a little bit.
Mobley is, but I think he can get cooked a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? So.
Look, I wouldn't be talking if Jalen Williams is your backup center if you're talking about getting cooked on defense. But he can't take charges. He can't take charges.
You don't need defense when you can score points.
Sam's just quiet over there. He already knows he lost.
Nah.
I expected better, Sam. I'm not gonna lie, but
you expected better.
I did. I really did. I don't know about Matt's thoughts on your team. I thought you would make a little better.
I think you guys are a little too hard.
Low key lost me at when you drafted Derrick Rose. That's when I was like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me!"
And Kevin Love, like back to back, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" That's when I said you want to lose, don't you?
Like, here's the thing: I never got a back to back, and I wish I did because there were definitely players that like I wanted to get. Like honestly, Charles, I was thinking about doing Jokic, and I was like, I could really do Jokic, and if I paired him with D-Book, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
that's like 19 out of my $50. I'm like, holy crap! Like, eek.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure I got a defender in my starter, so that's why I took Mikal so early because Jokic isn't much of a defender. That's
why I was like, freak. But then you know what, Paul George was there, so that's why I spent a little bit more. Like, I wasn't thinking about doing Paul George, but he is a pretty good defender, though. Like, I would have to say, like, he's pretty good.
Man, that was fun though. That was fun. See, drafts are fun. We're gonna do more for sure, and we are gonna be posting this on our A Win is a Win Instagram. We'll be posting all these teams anonymously. So you have to listen to this podcast to know whose team is whose, because we're not going to tell you because it's going to be Team A, Team B, Team C. And so make sure to check that out. Go vote for who you think has the best team. And then also vote for who you think has the worst team. I think that'll be 2 separate polls, I believe, on our story. So make sure to go check that out. But yeah, this was the 2K draft. Oh, what do you want
I
to say?
didn't know there was an incentive for the best team. I thought it was only.
It's just pride.
Oh,
and
It's just pride.
it's really between Matt and I.
I mean, I take a lot of pride in my team, so I'll take that one for you guys.
I mean, it's really between Matt and I for first.
No,
So
it's not.
when people
You're
see
talking-
Derrick
bro,
Rose
you're
and
talking
Kevin
like-
Love, man.
You're talking like Michael Jordan when he was with like, I don't know, the little Looney Tunes guys. It's like, oh, you guys are nothing.
Sam,
We're
you're
gonna wrong.
everyone knows you're gaslighting because
We're
no
gonna
way is
prove you
Derrick
wrong.
Rose and Kevin Love in your starters going to get voted as the best team. No way.
I mean, the Cavs and the Knicks would say otherwise.
He didn't even play. He's on the Heat, by the way. He's not even on the Cavs. He's on the Heat.
Oh, are you talking about Kevin Love?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Oh my gosh.
Did he play? Well, didn't he play part of this season on the Cavs at least?
He did, and he quit on the he quit on the Cavs.
Well, no, he didn't quit on the
Yeah,
Cavs.
he did. He basically just quit and got his way out of there.
He jumped ship. I'll say he jumped ship to the Heat.
So he quit.
He jumped because of his
Sam is a quitter on his team.
Hey,
and how tall he is.
if you jump ship, it means you quit. And
you
think about it.
really want to draft Dylan Brooks? Like, you telling me truly you wanted Dylan Brooks on your team after
true.
what he did?
Bro,
No,
I didn't know you wanted someone from I didn't know you wanted a starting player of the Guangzhou Tigers, bro.
Keep in mind, this is the start of the season. This is before anything happened. He was a bright young man.
But Sam, we're not taking it from that aspect. We're taking it from like these are the ratings from the start of the season, but we're picking them now.
Yeah, it's like our team's right now.
He's a very good pick to round out the whole team. I will agree.
Well, Sam, I would love to see your team get together and play on the court.
That would be so much fun to simulate it in 2K.
No. Don't worry. When we do our baseball draft, I will do a lot better.
We should Oh, I will do a lot better with my team. I will make it more like
I'll do a lot better with mine.
I'll do better than Sam did in terms of not necessarily knowing the sport that well. I will not draft how Sam drafted in baseball. I can promise you that. I'll make decent picks. I won't pick Derrick Rose.
No, you're not gonna. I would have to wait and see that. You're gonna pick someone.
He's gonna pick freaking CC Sabathia. He's not even
CC. Bro, CC Sabathia doesn't even play anymore. I don't think that even counts.
But I'm saying.
Yeah, see, I could have been even lower with my team. I could have drafted just a bunch of people that retired.
Charles is gonna pick Johnny Cueto.
Johnny Cueto. I could have picked 10 Vince, whatever his name is.
Ben Simmons.
Well, yeah, I could have picked Ben Simmons and then I don't know, freaking Shaq.
Dude, Ben Simmons, the price is different, but I'm not even kidding. I'd rather Ben Simmons than Derrick Rose, I think.
Facts.
But it's close. It's close. But
Rose.
I'd rather have Ben Simmons. I mean, the price is different, so I'll
you
give
guys
you
are being
that.
hard on Derrick Rose. You could always switch him out for Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso's not a point guard.
Will Barton. He is a point guard.
No, he's not. That's your backup point guard? Oh, I'm pressing you 94 feet. Bro, Alex Caruso is not a point guard, bro.
Giannis, get over there. Giannis, help him out.
Yeah, you gotta have Giannis be the point guard.
He's big enough. Giannis, walk over to the court, help him out.
I'm done trashing on Sam. I've had enough. I'm done. We're just gonna end it here. We're done.
Wait till you see the polls.
By the way, you brought up a good point. What if we put these teams on 2K? But of course, the ratings are different.
That's what I was saying.
But that'd be fun.
I would love to see all these teams being simulated.
Yeah. Why don't we just put it on 2K at one point and we'll just see how it is?
I think Matt will have to do that because he actually has. Well, we could do it on PC if we buy it, Sam, because it is on PC.
Yeah, maybe in a play-in tournament format. Have my team be the Timberwolves and have them pop off Pat Bev. Remake that.
We're done. All right. We hope you got. Right. Someone else has the outro.
I got it.
Yeah, Matt, you got it.
All right, everybody. Sorry for the the very long podcast. We're at almost an hour 15, so super long.
Ooh.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed our podcast. Like I said, or hopefully you guys vote. We'll have that up for 24 hours starting on Friday. We're thankful that Sam was on the podcast and that he brings excitement and different perspective to our lives.
He does.
We love you, Cookie.
Especially Derrick Rose. Quit discrediting Derrick Rose.
Some of us are still stuck in 2011, but you know, it's all good. This is what makes memes, you know.
All good.
Very happy for this weekend. Hopefully the draft goes well for everybody, and we love y'all and peace out. When's a win?
Yeah, good luck to everyone in the draft tonight.